So I'm doing this for this microgreens client, and I just made a flow to redirect them to the Facebook and Instagram channels if they're in the bot and they ask, where are you going to be, or what is the schedule for the farmers market in this area. So I know that they post all their updates on Facebook and Instagram for that, and that's where they do a lot of engagement with their customers. So what I want to do now is I want to go back to the settings and create a function. So I got to go to integrations, OpenAI, go down to functions, and I'll add a new one. And we'll call this go to social media. What does this trigger do? Allows the user to go to social media channels for schedules. That might even be too much. I don't need to collect any data. And what flow I'm going to trigger is go to social media channels. And then hit continue, and then go to the prompt and make sure the prompt has that function in it. OpenAI, edit. Here's our prompt. You see I have a couple of other functions in there that I did. If they ask about getting a subscription, I have a flow that I made that sends them to the subscription product in the e-commerce store. And then if they ask, what products do you have, it sends them to the web store. And that's flow 2. And it's just a button to the shop link. So now I'm going to go to social media. So now I have those 3 functions in there. I need to go into the prompt and say, if the user asks about what location or farmers market we are going to be at or what our schedule is, please direct them to our social media channels with the go to social media function. All right, now let's go try it out. And I know that flow works, but I want to know that how the bot interacts with these functions. So I'm going to go to welcome message. Oh, good thing I looked. I need to publish it. I made a change. I don't know why I made a change. I didn't. Okay, if I go to the welcome message and go down here, let me move this out of the way. Go down here and hit the try it arrow. Welcome. Okay, so let's say, hey, I heard you had microgreens. What do you sell? All right, gives me a list. Do you have like a store that I can view all your products or anything? Okay, that's a function. So it brings up the shop now. And I won't click that right now. I want to keep going. If you're at a farmer's market, can I buy stuff there? Absolutely. If you like, you can direct. Look at that. If you like, I can help you direct you to our social media pages. Just let me know. Um, sure, I'd like to see your schedule. And it should do the function. Boom! There we go. and then it directs me to Facebook or Instagram. All right, so now I'm gonna, this is what I want it to do. Now, there's another thing that I created a function for because they have a subscription service. Let's check that and let me know about your subscription service. Okay, now it's bringing up the same thing. So I need to go change that. So we need to, it's not calling up the function for the subscription service. So let's go back to the prompt and check that first. And OpenAI, I always have to open this up so I can see a little better. What are they? Benefits. Okay, if the user interested in purchasing products, okay, let's put it here. If the user asks about subscriptions, use the microgreen subscription function to send them to the link to sign up for a subscription and pick their 4 choices. Period. Customers must provide their full name. Okay. Now, right now, I don't have this set up to a Google Sheet. It's just in the function itself. So I'll hit continue. And if you want to see that, I'll show you the function itself. This one, edit it. See, I have it here where it collects data on this one. So now let's go back to our flow, our welcome message. Try it again. See if that small change gave us what we needed. All right, let's try it again. Hey, how do I go about signing up for that subscription thing you have? Okay, so it's asking me, tells me what it is, and it's asking me for my name. All right, so I gave it all the information, and it brings up the shop now. All right, so I have it set up to do the store for both. And here's the microgreens, and it's got the options to put the different choices that they want in it. If they want 2 broccoli and 1 pea and 1 spicy mix. Doesn't charge them for these because the subscription itself is 20 bucks. This took me a while to figure out how to do in the ecom thing. I'll do another little video on how to do that. But this is working well. So that's kind of how I go about doing the setup for when I want the bot to do something, how my mind works on testing it and getting things going. So right now it looks like this is set up properly. Now what I need to do is if the welcome message is where they're going to enter, right? So this is where if they're sitting at a farmer's market or something, if this is where I want them to come in, I want to get the link for that welcome message, copy it, and then I'm going to go over to marketing and make a QR code and put it in as a magic link. So let's do a magic link, add. Put this URL, continue. Okay. And then get the QR code. There it is. So now if I check that, let's see if it works. Sorry, I didn't have my phone connected where you could see it. It popped up, said welcome. Said, I heard you had a subscription thing. How do I do that? And then it asked me for my information. I said, nah, I don't want to do that right now. Oh, that's completely fine, they said. And then I said, do you have some stuff I can just buy right now? And it popped up the shop now. And then if I click the shop now, these, of course, aren't the final images that I'm going to use. I just put them in as placeholders. But it does give me the products. If I go to the microgreens one, it does have the section for me to pick my choices. Okay. And then if I close that store, go back. Okay, so this is where you would grab the QR code and scan it. I'm going to get the link as well so that I can put it in my notepad. Go grab the welcome message, test it, try it out here. And I say, hey, I want to buy some stuff. What do you got? Okay, it's going to bring up the store. I can shop now. It'll bring up this. Let's say I want to do a radish and I want to do a spicy mix. And then here's my cart. Here they are. Proceed to checkout. I'll say I'm going to pick it up in the store. Just give them a tip. Let's be really generous. And then I'll pay at pickup. Thanks for your order. We just sent you a receipt. So now, if I go back to this, you see it comes up with the receipt. Thank you for placing your order. And showed me how much it was, what I bought. It looks like it works. And so now I have my link and I have my QR code, right? To put on something at the farmer's market for them to scan. The other thing I could do is, let's see what this is. Ah, this is kind of cool. Might have to do that too. See, when you play around in here, you come across interesting things. So come in here and try stuff out. Just figure out what you want to do and then do it. And then if you want an entry link to put on your social media stuff, you could add that here. Same thing. You could name them so you know which one you have where, if it's going to different things. Let's say you wanted one to collect leads. So you'd be lead collector, and the bot flow that you'd want is collect leads and send stuff to a custom field, put tags, notify admins, have certain actions that happen. Gosh, there's so much. I'll cancel that. I don't want anything on this account. Now if I go to the inbox, and look at my inbox, it has that whole conversation that I did with the bot, and it has the order that I did. And then I just want to show you, this is if I put something in the cart and I don't check out, it'll send me this message that I left something in the cart. And I did that over here in the e-commerce. On the settings. On the checkout. Let's see. General. Okay, abandoned cart message after 5 minutes. And you can change that to after 30 minutes. Be a little bit longer. But yeah, you can see that in the inbox here that they sent them the abandoned cart message automatically. And it shows. It also shows the order that I did. And so that's what I've done with this account here so far. And now I need to get the client on a call and come in here and set up their channels. I do that on a Zoom call and actually have them integrate their payment processors and their Google accounts. That way I can go in here and attach everything and get it working. So I hope that helped, and I will see you in the next one. I noticed one of the things in my last video, I was in the inbox and I was wondering why there were no names or emails or any of the contact information in here, because when I did the subscription thing, they did ask for it. And so, I put the stuff in here, right? But why didn't it come in here? Well, as I was watching the video back and doing a little bit of editing, I noticed that if I go into the functions, now I don't have it set up to the Google Sheets right now, so it's not going anywhere except into the inbox, the contacts within the bot here. But if I go to the inbox or the integrations, OpenAI, and go down to functions, when I look at the function for the microgreens subscription, let's edit that. I put the data fields in, but I didn't match it to what I'm actually collecting, so it didn't grab anything. I noticed this when I was looking back through the video. So I need to put users first name, users last name, oops, user's email, and user's phone. And then save that, continue. So now when I go in and look at that function, it actually has the fields mapped out. If you don't do that when you're trying to collect data, there won't be anything in the inbox, in the contact information, or in your contacts. If you go look at them, none of that stuff will be here. So I just wanted to add that little thing to the end here to let you guys know if you saw that in the video and wondered why this stuff wasn't here, that's why. Like I said, go in and play around. You'll learn all kinds of stuff as you go in here and actually do things. Just think about what you want it, the function that you want it to do, and then go in and figure out how to make it do that. and then go on to the next thing. That's how I work. And if you want to try and do that type of workflow with me, I'm thinking about starting a co-working couple of hours on Wednesdays. I used to do that with my social media managers, and I want to start doing that again with some of the builders. So if anybody's up for that or interested in that, let me know. And that's it for now.